Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream, Tier 2, Belgium, round 14. Now we're just getting away with short qualifying. Beautiful track here. You see the skies are a little bit cloudy, wonder if the weather's going to be affecting us either later in qualifying or even the race. Belgium can rain here very heavy. When it does rain, it is crazy with all the elevation changes that this track has. It can be very tricky for our drivers here. As we see some cars leaving the pit lane now. See most of the field here out on the soft compound tires. For today's strategy, I believe most cars are going to be doing the soft to medium strategy. It's tough to do, but it is doable. As long as you're easy on your tires in the race. A few guys out on medium, seeing if they can have the pace to go through and start the race on medium tires. Bon Appetit, the first one out here on the track. We'll ride on board with him for his first flying lap. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate. It is very easy to invalidate your lap time here. Many corners you can mess up on. This is a lovely track to drive on, but it can just at any time come out and bite you. And starting his flying lap here. Heading off into turn 1, La Source, 8th gear, dropping it all the way down to 2nd. Traction is very rough coming out of that corner, but seems to get a decent enough run. Now heading up into Air Rouge and Radion. Don't want to take too much curb on the right hand side there. He makes it through there clean. Now carrying all the speed that he can through the Kemmel Straight. This is where a lot of your lap time and a lot of the overtaking the race is going to come from. It's an interesting trade-off, downforce versus straight line speed. You want to trim your car out so you can be very slippery through the straight line, but all of your lap time comes through the second sector, which he's just entering. It's just Sanders seemed to have an incident through Radion and retired. Unfortunate from him, or for him. Now Bon Appetit going through Pouan here. He runs out wide and invalidates his lap time. Ox invalidates the Echo here, the Ferrari driver. There's a car in front of him, let's ride on board with him. Bascombe seeming to get a good run through Pouan here. It's a very dangerous part of the track. I assume we're going to see quite a few incidents through there. Just rounding out the second sector, going purple of course. Heading into the third as he gets a little bit unsettled there. The car gets very light through that corner. It is easy to do. He dips a wheel into the grass there, losing all the time through this long straightaway here. Going through the final few corners into the chicane. Heading up to the line, let's see what he can do. P1 of course with the 144. This GB immediately tops that along with Stenner. Bascombe a lot of time in that lap that you can find with the second run. Now riding with Platinor here. Taking it very easy through the chicane. Not a good time of 144.5. Jamie 145.2. Rob on his out lap here on the mediums, very quick driver. Last few races have not gone too well for him. Actually, that's a lie. They have gone well, but just last time out in Hungary, didn't have too much luck. riding here with Knox. Just returning to safe space racing these last few weeks. Been tough for him, but in Hungary, secured a decent amount of points. His pace, his consistency seems to be on the up and up as he runs wide and invalidates and into the wall. See Lugi with an invalidation there, out on mediums. Two Mercedes boys these last few events have not been too well in qualifying, either with just setting bad times or just invalidating it altogether, but in the race they seem to bounce back. Just wonder what they can do if they would just settle down a little bit and just get a lap in. They have the speed, they have all the speed in the world. Just poor execution in qualifying. The session started out kind of cloudy, but now the heavens are opening up. Sunshine on the track as Maestro invalidates. Track getting sunnier and sunnier here. Rob on a flying lap here. Very quick driver out in the mediums. I believe he's one of the few ones that's going to be able to make this work with all the speed that he has. Of course, with short qualifying, wherever you qualify, that's it. There's no other sessions, so you're in the top 10. That's the tire that you're going to race with and the position that you're going to race in. Goes purple in sector 1. Heading down into Puan. It's going to take the car into 8th gear and then drop it down to 7th momentarily. Gets a good run through. They're not hitting any of the curbs on the left. Those are death curves. If you hit those, then say goodbye to your race. You will crash. Using all the track that he can. Very clean lap here. Goes purple in sector 2. Runs out a little bit wide. Almost loses the car. Heading through Blanchimont. Now turn 18. Be looking to attack turns 19 and 20 here. In the apex quite nicely. Keeping the car in 2nd gear. Very minimal wheel spin. Heading to the line. Let's see what he can do. And he goes P3 with a 143.3. Highest of our guys out on the mediums. Good lap from him. Good lap. Bone Apple Tea here, out on his 2nd run. His 1st run, of course, he invalidated that time. This lap has seemed to have gone well for him. Heading to the chicane now, taking quite a bit of curbing. The 2nd one too. Heading across the line, he goes P3, very good lap. 142.8. Nice lap from him there. See AJ here running out a little bit wide, not a little bit, a lot of bit wide. Just seems to be on a warm-up lap. Maybe he wasn't happy with what he did the first time out. Still yet to set a time. Approaching 8 minutes to go in the session. Dubsy not taking a lot of curb through Radion and Arouge, whichever way that goes. Not taking the best line through those set of corners. Getting into turn 7 now as Maestro goes quickest with the 142.3. About 2/10 clear of Ultra Titan. Heading through Puan now, taking a little bit of curb, just holding into 7th gear. Very sporadic with this throttle input. game says he's gone purple in sector 2, but I can't confirm that. Is absolutely cap. No way. Going through Blanchimont, turn 18. Now very important, 19 and 20. Up into third and taking the set of corners in third. Interesting from him. Here goes P9, 144.4. Jamie validates. Swag Lord, brand new driver for us in SSR. He did his test race, did very good, and now he's promoted into Tier 2. First time out for us. Out on the medium tires here. Hopefully he can have a nice clean race. Woo! As he is going to spin. No, he's not. Just saves the car. I said Poulan's going to be a very incident-filled place this race, and well, let's see. Very dangerous corner. Just needs to take it easy now and let the tires cool off. All these guys out on their in laps. Ah, there we go, Jamie. Down in P11 right now. Think he can do a little bit better than that. At the end of the Kemmel Straight, they're topping out at 334 kilometers per hour. As he cuts the corner. Invalidation, another one. AJ and Lugie both out on their out laps here. Both going on to the medium, or not the medium tires, the soft compound tires. As AJ's retired. What the heck? Oh, seems like he's had an incident through Radion. Wish we could have caught that live. That would have been something to watch. I don't wish him to have a bad qualifying, but if you're gonna crash, I want to catch it. Now Lugie starting his flying lap here. Just needs to set a time here. Just under 5 minutes left in the session. Takes a lot of curve there on the left. Play a dangerous game. You got to take a good amount of curving on the left, but it's very easy to invalidate. Let's see how much speed he can get down the Kemmel Straight here. He's topping out at 132 kilometers per hour. It's a little bit more downforce built into his setup. Now the important set of corners coming up for him. Sector 2, all the lap time right here. Oh, that was very close to invalidating right there. Almost got all 4 of his tires out to the right. Now through Poulan, carrying it in 8th gear. Don't see many drivers do that. Got a solid run through there though. That's all it's about right now, just not invalidating, just getting a lap time in. Having very little ERS left. This is a massive circuit. You do have to save a little bit of your battery there. It turns 19 and 20. Managing the wheel spin nicely, heading across the line. And he goes P3, a very good lap from Lugie, 142.4. See, I told you guys, if they can just get a lap in, they have the speed. Lugie setting himself up to have a very good race there. A lot of these guys coming out of the pits getting ready for their final runs here. This is crunch time. Time to be clutch for our drivers. Fun Apple getting a very good run through those set of corners down to the Kemmel Straight now. Using everything that he has. Hot lap, DRS, max fuel mixture. As he's going to invalidate. That's not good. I don't think he's going to have the time to come back in the pits and refuel. Hopefully he packed enough fuel to do 2 laps, or he can just save throughout this lap. Swag Lord and Maximum go through there, nice to see. Seems to be out of fuel there. So now everybody coming out of the pits just on their out laps. See 2 cars letting Ultra Titan go, even though he's also on his out lap. Maximum just now starting his flying lap. Lulasaur's taking a lot of curb there on the right hand side. That's not going to be good for the run into turns 3, 4, and 5. Does get a pretty good run through there though. Just topping out at 332 kilometers an hour. Keeping the car nice and tucked up to the right hand side curbing. That corner induces a lot of understeer. You just have to be extremely patient. Now heading into Puan into 8th gear. He's going to drop it just down to 7th, and he's going to run out wide and invalidate. That's his qualifying done. P9 it is for Formula Maximum. Lukey's still out of fuel there. Making a painful crawl all the way around the track. It's Ultra Titan in P4 making his final run. Meister right now sitting in P1. Let's see if he can top his time. Locks up a little bit going there and runs out wide. All the lap time gone. There's a McLaren close to him. Doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad though. McLaren anyways. He's right on board with Bascombe here. Right now in P6. Eighth gear through Puan there, using quite the bit of brake. Just not carrying the throttle through the set of corner, through that corner like how you should. You just have to absolutely send it through that corner. These cars have the downforce, you just have to trust it. He does go 3/10 quicker though. So far in his lap, 3/10 quicker, quite the big jump up. If he can maintain that, he would be pretty close to beating Bon Appetit's time. Into turn 19 and 20 now. Heading up to the line, let's see what he can do. He gets he goes 3/10 quicker, but still P7. Prob up into P3. Maximum invalidated his lap, so that's it. That's qualifying complete. So, P1 for Mr. Stenner. Where did he come from? Just like last week, just absolutely out of nowhere, grabbing pole position once again. Right at the end of the session. P1 for Stenner with a 142.2. Oh, look at the time difference between Stenner and Maestro there. Not even a tenth between those two drivers, and Krob jumping up into P3 there on his soft tires. 142.4. Then Lugi, as we were on board with him a while back, P4, good run from him. Bone Apple with his invalidations, Bascombe P7, GB P8, Maximum P9, Swag Lord on the mediums in P10. Wonder if it's worth it for him. I don't think it's going to be too good. He won't get the option to have fresh tires. but everybody behind them will, and they will most likely go on the mediums. So, interesting strategy. We'll see what happens in the race. Dubsy in 11th, Platinum 12th, and Jamie 13th. That's qualifying complete. Whoa, just realized that we have 35 viewers. Hello to everybody. Wow, you guys are doing amazing. See, looking through qualifying here. Quite a few drivers not setting times, either invalidating or just, yeah, invalidating. Once again, AJ, P16, not setting a time. Hopefully he can make a climb through in the race. Just Sander, the Alfa Romeo, not setting a time. He's driving down here on the mediums. Wonder if they still think it's worth it to be so far down with the mediums, with everybody around them on the soft tires. But hey, that's what they practiced. That's what they wanted to do, and for the most part, they made the top 10. Ooh, look at the clouds. Very dark here. Mentioned earlier in the stream that this track is pretty notorious that when it gets wet, it gets really wet. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen later on this race. As in the chat, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but UFR Grant says, Echo, you got this, man. Echo has a supporter. Nice to see. And now we're just waiting for the drivers to ready up. Our session host, AJ Mars, is going to allow the drivers to have 30 seconds to a minute worth of time here, just to get their strategies, their setups, whatever they need to do. Just take a little moment there to relax and take it easy before the formation lap. If a driver readies up before him, then they will get banned for the next race. One race ban if you ready up before AJ. We haven't had problems with it recently, so hopefully we can keep that streak going. Just while we're waiting here, just see what tire everybody is on. Dubsy chooses right now to stay on the soft tires, but some people behind him are on the mediums. AJ and Echo out on the softs right now. Still subject to change, but I think that's going to be it right there. As we're still waiting and waiting. As there we go. AJ ready's up. That's the signal for everybody to get going here. So everybody just readying up now, getting ready for this formation lap. Hopefully these drivers can keep their distance, social distance. Don't make any contact on the formation lap. There's no reason to be close to anybody. Just warm up your tires and vibe. Would be a shame if you got sent back to the grid and just have ice cold tires here. As the field getting away here. As Loogie already and Ultra Titan. Oh, I just spoke of it. Come on, guys. Barely even made it through turn 1 and there's already disqualifications from the formation lap. Well, for all the work that Loogie did in qualifying, it's going to be a very, very tough start to the race there with his cold tires. Same thing for Ultra Titan. It's just a shame. As we see some medium runners further down the field. Most of these guys went on the medium tires except for Echo and AJ as previously mentioned. As Ultra Titan in the chat says, sorry Loogie. What a shame. Just making their way through, warming up their tires. Stenner keeping the pack quite close together. It's good. There is a little bit of a gap. these drivers just maintaining their tire temperatures, brake temperatures, all of that. You don't want to weave too hard there and just ruin your tires. You want to keep all the heat that you can, but you gotta do it over the course of the lap, not just all in the few corners, as two more drivers get disqualified, Dubsy and Jamie. Come on, guys, it's just a formation lap. Interesting to see so many drivers already making contact. Hopefully they can keep it clean in the race. Spa infamous for the amount of contact and safety cars and all the good stuff that comes with league racing. As you see the predicted pit stop strategy. The game is actually saying one stop onto the hard tires. Huh. In the practice that I did, you can make it on the mediums. It is touch and go, but it is very doable. So now Stenner takes his spot on the grid in pole position. Second race in a row. He dominated Hungary. Let's see if he can do it again this week at Belgium. The grid all forming up. Hopefully everybody can keep it clean into turn 1 La Source. We don't want to see any Grosjeans. We don't want to see flying cars. And of course through Radion and Air Rouge. So now we wait for lights to come on, and they do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. Stenner getting a very good launch there, clearing GB, and Krob also getting a good launch. As there's chaos in the back of the field, I saw Renault spinning straight into the wall. Just Sanders and Platnor both gone, crash. As you see, Bone Apple T taking a little look at Lugi. Using overtake right now. Trying to make some moves. Nothing's going to come. As 3 wide. Don't tell me they're going to go 3 wide. Echo going past the McLaren driver of Swaglord. 3 wide momentarily through the Camel straight there. Very, very bold from our drivers here. Aside from whatever happened at the start where just Anderson and Platnor just died into the wall, these drivers have kept it very clean. It's nice to see. As the field for the first time going through Pouan there. Stenner with the 8/10 second gap to Krob. It's Echo and Ultra Titan now. Going side by side. Interesting set of corners to be battling here, but they keep it clean. It's for the maximum. Holds up Ultra Titan. Side by side now. As there's a yellow flag, somebody's come off, and it's Maestro. Oh no! Maestro losing all the positions. Don't rejoin dangerously. Okay, he has quite a big gap. I wonder what happened there. Carnage as Jamie runs out a little bit wide. Makes a little look at Dubsy there. Ooh. Very close to hitting him there. As further up, there's more jostling for position as Ultra Titan. Look at him go. He's got some ghosted cars, but whatever. Into turn 1, Ultra Titan and Echo going side by side, and right behind them as Williams is spun. Bone Apple T, what is going on? Holy moly. Right in the middle of the track going across all these drivers here. Luckily he was ghosted, but that's not good. So we still have some ghosted drivers here for some reason. Stupid spectator mode. It's behind Swaglord and for the maximum. Make contact, and that Swaglord gone. Oh no. The Carnage, and there's a dangerous rejoin. Come on, boys. Swaglord was going side by side there, and just the corner just tightened up, and just more and more contact was made. Jamie taking these corners very easily. I wonder if he has some wing damage here, and no, his front wing looks fine. You see Stenner and Lugi swap position. As Stenner swap? Stenner was P1 and he had a pretty good lead, but now, oh, GB runs out a little bit wide, trying to go around the outside of Stenner here. A little bit of a suspect rejoin, but nothing too bad there. What has happened to Stenner though? As there's more side-by-side racing. Ultra Titan has been involved with everything. Ultra Titan and Echo just battling everybody as Stenner just continues to fall back. Stenner loses the place to Ultra Titan. He has to have wing damage. understeering like a boat. And he is going to dive into pits. Unfortunate that we missed what happened to him, but man, as Ultra Titan almost loses the car there. It's been an entertaining first few laps. Holy moly, the amount of corners that we've seen through this race. Ultra Titan and Echo just climbing through the field. Let's take a look at the position again. Look at that, Echo plus 11 spots. Holy moly, he has been on the attack. Ultra Titan, well, I thought he was going through the field, but he qualified P5 and now he's in P5, so I guess he got off to a bad start there. It's Maximum up 3 spots. Dubsy up 3 as GB gets past him. GB having a little bit of contact with Stenner, running out into the gravel, as we saw in the previous lap there. Now Dubsy cuts the corner. That's going to be a warning for sure. Jamie up 4 positions. A big loser here. Stenner, of course, with that wing damage. Now onto the hard tires. And Maestro spinning earlier in the race. AJ up 5 spots into P11. Making a very good recovery is Dubsy and Jamie. Almost going side by side through P1. Dangerous set of corners to be doing that. They do keep it clean though. It's Jamie on his mediums. Runs out wide. Gonna be picking up a warning there. Bone Apple T. All over the back of Jamie now. As Knox picks up a 3-second time penalty. As the teammates are battling now. Swaglord getting past Knox. As we see this 4-car train here. DRS has been enabled, of course. Now we're about to see some overtaking down in the Kemmel Straight. Starting with Dubsy here. GB got past him on the previous lap. But Dubsy, ooh, he gets a very bad run through Radion. I was going to say he can use DRS to try to get the place back, but that bad run there through those set of corners is not going to be happening for him. All these guys just very, very close to each other right now. Moving further up the field. Echo now into P3. Man, the speed from Echo this race. Holy cow. This is by far his best race of the season up to this point. As there's the yellow flags, the McLarens have crashed. It's Knox. We see some left end plate damage for Knox there. Platinor into the pits, onto the mediums. Bascombe all over Echo now. And Ultra Titan right there to sit as Echo does not get a good run through that corner. He's going to squeeze Bascombe just a little bit. Bascombe using a little bit of overtake, but takes his car out of overtake. I think what he's going to do right now is just wait, but he can't wait because Ultra Titan is now going to go around the outside. Oh, this isn't good. And it's amazing racing, but just thinking about what can happen, but they keep it very respectful, very clean. Oh man, I love Tier 2. Racing's beautiful. Now Ultra Titan on the back of Echo here, locking up a little bit into turn 1. He's safely within DRS. All he has to do is just get a good run through Radion and Arouge. And he is going to get a good run as Echo doesn't, losing all the speed down the Kemmel Straight. Now with DRS and overtake engaged, Ultra Titan's gaining and gaining and gaining. He's looking to Echo's right, and he's going to lock up a little bit, going side by side now. These two drivers. Ultra Titan has the inside line, the preferred line, and he gets the move done. Bone Apple T and Jamie now. Woo! Bone Apple right around the outside of Jamie. There's Jamie, runs out a little bit wide. Does he have wing damage? Into the gravel now. Oh no. Jamie, now you can come back onto the track there. What's going on to Jamie? Is he retired or is he lagged out? Nothing's came up on the screen. He's lost the end plate, but just interesting. Interesting what we're seeing here. On those mediums he's had he had troubles at Hungary. He came through at the end of the race to have a good result. Now he's going to have to battle back once again as AJ closing in on Swaglord for P10. AJ always has great race pace. Let's see what kind of pressure he's going to put the safe space rookie through as Jamie picks up a 3-second time penalty. On board with this battle once again, Ultra Titan getting past Echo there. We saw that on the previous lap. Now Echo's going to have the DRS now, so now all he needs to do is have a clean run through these set of corners and wait for his chance. Using a little bit of overtake right now, as GB and AJ both pit along with Jamie on lap 6. As here we go, Echo with the DRS. He's not quite closing in as Dubsy retires. What? Dubsy P9 as Air Rouge. Safety car, a full safety car. Man, GB, AJ, and Jamie. Perfect timing for these guys. As soon as they pitted, boom, safety car came out. I was just getting ready to mention that it was quite a surprise that no safety car had came out. You know, this track, a lot of incidents happen, and you know, as we saw these opening laps here, quite a few guys spinning, losing their front wings, but no safety car. But now there is a safety car. Now the question is going to be for these drivers, if they pit, what tire are they going to go onto the medium to try to stretch it to the end, or play it safe and do the hard tires? Safety car is going to come in around lap 9, lap 10, I assume. You know, 12 laps on the mediums there. I say it's doable. As Zampa, the boss man, messaging me, 38 viewers, a brand new record for safe space. Giving it up to all you viewers there. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making this possible. It's a little bit earlier up in the chat. Once again, these interesting names. The MEHDI Seri person saying, WTF MIC. These guys are all kamikaze. Ha 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 ha. Would agree. As we see some of our drivers starting to pit now, the top 6 all pitting. Crowbar leader onto the hard tires. Ultra Titan onto the mediums there. Loogie, P3 onto the hards. All the positions shuffling now. See a mixed bag of strategies here. Some guys on mediums, some guys on hards. If I were in this situation, I would go on the mediums. I would take that chance, but then again, I'm not too good with the strategy, so hey, what I say doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's up to these drivers. Swag Lord onto the hard tires there. Just losing out to GB. Zampa is asking Dubsy what happened. Dubsy, of course, bringing out the safety car. I assume he just lost it through these corners and just went straight into the wall. AJ P12 on the hards. Seems like he might have pitted again. Didn't really catch it there. He is quite the ways back from the grid. That's okay though. It's not like we're returning to racing on this lap. As Meister decides to stay out on his hards. Just trying to catch the cue right now. Now everybody waits behind the safety car. A lot of these guys out on the medium tires here. They are going to be rapid, but towards the end of the race, the tire wear will be crazy, up in the 60 to 70 percentile range. This is a track that you do not want to mess around with your tires not being too well. With all the high-speed sweeping corners, as Maestro picks up a 3-second time penalty. We haven't seen too many punctures this season, but it is always possible. It's the risk that you take. As Grand once again supporting Echo up into P4. Echo doing amazing things this race. Let's take another look at the position change. Up 11 spots. Echo, just beautiful driving from him. Assertive, aggressive, and quick. At the end of the day, you have to be quick to make these moves, and he has the pace today. He has the pace. Knocks up 5 positions. He was spinning earlier with some wing damage, but just threw the safety car through some strategy up into P9. Needs to take it a little bit easier. Oh, as we say that, he pits. Okay. Oh, forget about what I just said. Maestro, unfortunately, down 13 places. Now coming into the pits there, get off those hard tires. Maybe going on to a set of mediums. That's what I assume that he will do. Yep, that's what he's going to do. Since we're under safety car right now, this would be a perfect opportunity to look at the race director here. As shout out to the 40 viewers. Man, viewership records just being broken left and right. Beautiful things. As the start of the race, Just Sanders and Platnor, that incident that we saw, a 5-second penalty to Just Sanders. I wonder what that's all about there. The stewards are probably going to have an inquiry about that later on after this race. There's a bunch of exceeding track limits warnings here all throughout the race. GB picking up a 3-second penalty here. So Ultra Titan picks up 1. Echo and Knox picking up a few penalties. And Dubsy, the reason for the safety car, terminal damage. Slugi up into P2. Good race from him so far. These last few events have been difficult for him. Thinking back to Great Britain, in the rain he had the speed, but just an incident heading into cops took him out of the race. Didn't retire him, but just his chances of a good finish gone. And then just last week at Hungary, he didn't do too well in qualifying, and then in the race, just bizarre scenes where he was out on the grass and then he went straight into the wall. Suspension gone. That brought out a safety car. Speaking of Hungary, 4 safety cars in that race. As race control says safety car in this lap. Lap 8 now, we've had our first safety car. For the sake of these drivers, I hope that's the only one that we see today. Never want to see people crash this crowd, just allowing the safety car to scoot away. He does not want to accelerate right now, or else the pack will catch the safety car and then very, very, very bad things will happen. I assume he's just going to wait until the safety car heads into the pit lane. These guys just weaving up their tires, keeping in very close proximity with each other. Ultra Titan here, first runner on the mediums. He's going to be rapid through these early stages for these first few laps after safety car. We're going to see what he's going to do here. Qualifying P5. He has all the speed. As Krab heading through 19 and 20. Still taking it easy. As the fields return to racing. He caught Lugi napping a little bit. He extended that gap out. Ultra Titan all over the back of Lugi here is Stenner and Maximum. A little bit of position changing there. It's Maximum still weaving a little bit, trying to get some more heat into those hard tires there. Sanders picks up a 3-second penalty. So Ultra Titan, there's a yellow flag in the back of the field, but we're going to keep the camera on this fight here. Ultra Titan trying to outbrake Lugi. He's going to pull along to his side, and he's going to get the job done. Man, Ultra Titan, I am very surprised from these guys. Ultra Titan and Echo. Just all the speed. As I begin to brag about him, he runs out wide and almost loses the car. As Lugi gets back by him. And he runs out wide, picking up a warning there for sure. No way he doesn't. It's heading into Puan now. Echo, no. He spun. No, Echo, no. Get off the track, mate. Don't rejoin. Hold it. Let all these cars come through. Echo. He hit the death curve. He was doing fantastic. As what the heck, Stenner? Whoa, what did I miss here? More controversy. Stenner breaking his front wing. What the heck? Oh, he has so much speed, but this race has just been so up and down for him. So now, surely this is going to do him in without another safety car. But back to Echo. He hit the death curve, Puwan death curve on the left-hand side. You can't do that or else he'll just whip you right around. He's going around the outside of Platnor now. A little bit of contact being made here. Platnor squeezing him out onto the grass. He's going to get the job done. He's just absolutely fuming right now. He has the speed to make it back up through the field. He just needs to be patient. Head down and push. That's all I can say. It's just Sanders. All over the back of Jamie now. GB picks up a 3-second time penalty. As Sanders cuts the hill there, picking up a time penalty. No DRS right now, just overtaking slipstream and whatever the engine can give you. Right now he's just going to apply all the pressure he can to Jamie, hopefully forcing him into a mistake. Or not hopefully, I don't want to see Jamie make mistakes, but Sanders does. Jamie runs out a little bit wide there. Now he's going to take a little bit of a look, but not going to do anything with that. Following him through Puwan as second and third swap positions. Or, actually no, Lugi was taking a look at Ultra Titan, but Ultra Titan holds on to the spot there. Bascom all over the back of these three. He has a decent gap behind him now. Using overtake to try to close the distance in a little bit. Right now, if I'm Lugi, I know he wants to get past Ultra Titan as he cuts the corner a little bit there, but with the hard tires, what he needs to do right now is just conserve his tires, save up a little bit of battery, save up some of his fuel, and just sit behind Ultra Titan here. Just let Ultra Titan right now, who is just facts, just quicker right now with his mediums, just let Ultra Titan tug Lugi along, just pull him along for the ride. And then later on in the race, when the tires start to become worse for Ultra Titan, that's when you can overtake. That's a smart way to go about things here. It's Luki with that DRS now, using some overtake momentarily, just closing the gap up to Ultra Titan there. Just put him under some pressure. If he makes a mistake and you get the place, then well, it is what it is. But if not, just conserve a little bit. Maybe even make Ultra Titan burn a little bit of his battery, burn some fuel. That lockup there is not going to help his tire wear though. On Apple TMP5, got a 2-second gap to form the maximum there, doing very good. P6. Swag Lord. First race out for SSR, P7. Good to see. It's just Sanders still on the back of Jamie here. Just sitting behind him, waiting for a mistake. Any slip up as Echo is whoa. Safety. Oh, I don't want to laugh, but that looked amazing on stream. Safety car, another safety car. Both Ferraris out of the race and causing both safety cars here. Right around Puwan again. Oh my goodness. I really don't want to laugh, but that looked hilarious there from my POV. That's unfortunate. Echo, he had all the pace. He was very high up, and then a spin through Puwan sent him back there, and it seems like another spin just absolutely ruined his race. His suspension getting ripped off and flying through the air. Almost like what Antonio Giovinazzi did last season. Obviously, he didn't fly through the air, he just went into the tire barriers. But now, decision time. It's just Sanders goes to the pits. Most of these drivers just staying out now. They feel like they don't need a pit to make it to the end. Just Sanders, he feels like he needs to pit once more. He's going to go on to the medium tires. Another set of mediums, a 10-lap sprint to the end. As Zampa and Monkey say, Zampa says F, Monkey says off. Oof, I don't know. Brazy says he felt that impact from Canada. That was a hard impact, I will agree. He absolutely smashed that tire barrier. Oh, well, another safety car. 2 safety cars in close succession. Both Ferraris are out of the race. It's not what we like to see, but it is entertainment. Entertainment for our 33 live viewers here. Amazing numbers. Once again, thank you to everybody tuning into this stream. Jamie up in 8th place. He said that he didn't feel too confident today and earlier in qualifying, not too well qualifying, and even in the race. He had an incident into the wall or maybe contact with somebody. He lost a little bit of his wing and went through the gravel, but it's a P8 now. Why is everybody so close? Guys, it's a safety car. There's no reason to be racing right now. It's Platinor picks up a penalty for contact with Knox. It's exactly what happens when you stay this close to each other. Yeah, these drivers have to just spread out just a little bit. I know the safety car is holding everybody up, but still. See Bone Apple Tea leaving a good gap. That's exactly what he should be doing. Nobody really pitting here under this safety car. Saw one driver pit. Nobody else coming in. So now everybody just trying to maintain their tire temps. As I was lying, Knox comes into the pits, getting off those hard tires onto the mediums, I assume. This point in the race wouldn't be too bad to go onto the softs. Tire worth the end is not going to be too nice, but I think it's a good move as he serves a penalty in the pits. Division making fun of Stenner there. Stenner saying Division hush. Stenner's had an absolutely terrible race for his standards. Not even for his standards, just overall. Very good speed in qualifying, taking pole, and then just something happening in the early portions of the race where he had to pit to, I assume, replace his front wing. And then obviously after this safety car, he just ended up spinning. Or not after, a little bit before the safety cars came out. He spun, lost a few more pieces of his front wing. Not good, but he has all the speed in the world to go through this field. He just needs to take it a little bit easier. Monkey saying, Stenner, focus. It's Dubsy giving a bit of a explanation saying, it's brutal, plenty of grip, just went on me. And Bradley replying with, when it goes, it's always that right-hand wall. Everybody's still warming up their tires, keeping the temperatures up. This is a little bit of a blessing for our guys out on the mediums. It's not like it would have been too difficult to make it to the end. A little bit touch and go, but now with the laps ticking off, definitely making it easier. As safety car in this lap, Krog, once again. Let's see if he can get as good as a jump this time around. Letting the safety car scoot away there. Leaving very aggressively, keeping all the temps that he can as AJ and Stenner swap positions. Don't know what that's about. Under safety car, you cannot overtake another driver until the start finish line. If you do, you are going to get in trouble. Sanders picks up a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. What yellow flags? We're under safety car. What? There's no delta. Whatever the case may be, hopefully he clips it and sends it in. Now Krog. has returned back to race in the field green once again. Loogie not getting too good of a run. As where is all my stuff going? There it is. As Echo has left the session. Jamie and Swag Lord, a little bit of fighting going on between them. Jamie takes the spot P7 on Swag Lord. He is pretty close to Jamie though, with the help of Slipstream and Overtake. He might be able to challenge again. As what is going on up ahead for the maximum. Weaving on this straight here. As Stenner making his climb through the field. Getting past AJ. As GB all over the back of AJ now. Side by side these drivers go. And oh, GB pushes AJ wide. That's not going to be nice. Oh, contact and no, Knox. Oh, AJ, good lad. He's waiting on Knox to go by. Or is he? What's going on here? Alright, well, whatever's going on, I'm going to flip back throughout the field here. All these drivers going through Puan. Oh, man, this race has been incident-filled. As Jamie, another incident for Jamie. Oh, my boy. He's not even applying the brakes anymore. I think he's just giving up on life. He spun so many times. No brakes, no nothing. Just letting AJ and Knox go by here before coming back onto the track. Holy moly. Now he just needs to take it easy. The tires are going to be absolutely burning hot. He doesn't want to spin again. As the Racing Point Alfa Romeo driver goes side by side. Just Sanders has the inside for La Source. These drivers still going side by side for the moment, but going single file. I wonder what happened with Jamie there. Just up into P7. Maestro now getting a very good run up through the hill onto the Camel Straight now. No DRS yet, but overtake and slipstream on Sanders. Pulling alongside of him. It's been an overtaking spot throughout this race, but it's not going to carry enough speed to get the job done. Right now, still in P9, Stenner picks up 3-second time penalties. Now he's closing up to all these drivers here. He has the speed, but things have just not gone his way this race. Just take it easy. As don't tell me. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a front wing. That's some husky milk. I've never seen a front wing in the halo like that. It's just Sanders is going side by side with Stenner now. He's feeling all the understeer. Woo! He almost took out Stenner there with that understeer. Good thing that he hit the brakes there. I saw the Alfa Romeo driver of Sanders. There's another yellow flag. Don't tell me it's AJ. Might be AJ. Everything popping off here, but I saw Sander and Swaglord going side by side there in Puan. Swaglord not having a good run. Taking a defensive line, and Maestro's going to go out in the grass a little bit. He has the inside for this corner now, heading to the start-finish line. Side by side. DRS is enabled. As he almost went to the back of Swaglord there. Swaglord didn't pull off to the right-hand side as he almost spins him out. Holy moly, Maestro, chillax, buddy, relax. Swaglord and Sanders getting into it there in Puan. I don't know whose fault that was, but Swaglord's definitely suffering from some understeer. I believe that might have been, no, it wouldn't have been his front wing. Just not getting a good run up to the Camel Straight. Now with DRS is all these guys just taking advantage. Yeah, oh, no, don't go through wide. They're going through wide. Oh, boy. Oh, they actually made it clean. Oh, that's going to be on the highlight reel. Tier 2, end of season highlight reel. Stenner. Oh, that's a legendary overtake there. 3 wide, just shooting the gap between Maestro and Swaglord, and just no contact, as clean as it can be. That takes some big cojones there to do that. Woo, that could have ended badly. That could have ended really badly, but it didn't. Thankfully, as GB picks up a 3-second time penalty. All this battling in the midfield has got me starving. if you're in the market for a sandwich, it's Jamie. Man, I was just getting ready to do the Sun Deli promo here, but Jamie has retired through at Rouge. I wonder if that's going to cause a safety car. Quite a ways away from the field, but knowing this game, a safety car would come out. But back to what I was saying, sponsor plug time. If you're looking for sub sandwiches or even soups and you're in the Jacksonville area, Jacksonville Beach area, make sure to head down to Sun Deli Subs. One of our races here for Tier 3 SSR Sandwiches. He owns the business, runs it. He's a great guy, great business, very tasty food. So if you're in the Jacksonville area, make sure to take a swing by GB and Platnor. A little bit of fighting going on between these two drivers. Platnor within DRS range, but let's jump ahead to nothing. Nobody's really in range here except Ultra Titan on a Krob. Krob, since the start of this race, he's held on very well, dominated, but Ultra Titan is showing some very good speed on the mediums. He's locking up a little bit there. Just sitting behind Krob. Picks up a warning. I assume that would be a warning. All four wheels off track, not allowed. Loogie picks up a 3-second time penalty. A lot of these guys are racking up penalties, and with so many safety cars, the field is very close together. It will definitely make a difference at the end of this race. Back to what I was saying about Ultra Titan. Just sitting in the DRS right now. Just saving some battery, saving some fuel, just seeing where Krob's strong, seeing where he's weak, and potentially making a move at the end of this race here. Just about half a second behind our leader here. Seems to be in a very good spot. On equally old tires, but on a different compound. Locking up once again. Closing up quite the bit to Krob. Now using a little bit of overtake. He sets the fastest lap of the race. 1:46.1. Not getting too good of a run through turn 1 there. Sanders actually beats that fastest lap from 1:45.9. Platnor using some overtake here. Did he not get DRS? Oh, he did get DRS. Just didn't hear the little sound that it makes. Like I said, just waiting, just saving maybe a little bit of battery here. If I was him though, I would start to push, because the more laps that count down, the worse his tires are going to get, as he keeps on locking up through that corner. Maybe send some more brake bias to the rear there, or if it's already at the rear. Going very wide in that corner. We take a little bit of a wider line in. He's keeping it pretty tucked up to the right hand side. Maestro picks up a penalty. Jumping the center here and making his recovery up into P7. On the back of Maximum. Maximum having a great race. Just keeping his head down. Just really maintaining here. He has good speed. As Dubsy says, Jamie's dead. I feel Jamie's pain. I feel Jamie's pain. 3 retirements so far in this race. Jamie, Echo, and Dubsy. The Ferrari drivers bringing out safety cars. Knox picks up a penalty. Stenner all over the back of Maximum now. On fresher medium tires here. He's using overtake. He's going to go for a move into turn 19. Side by side these drivers go. Maestro sitting back behind these guys, just watching as Stenner has to go out wide there. He doesn't make the move because that would have been an illegal overtake. Has a little bit of contact as Maestro. What the? Woo! Oh, a lot of contact between these guys. Not the cleanest of driving here. Maestro just saying, taking the gloves off. I'm coming through. Get out the way. Pushing for the Maximum through turn 1. Now he's going to have DRS. And he's going to engage overtake. Maestro weaving. Try to break the slipstream. But it doesn't matter. Maximum is... Maestro spin. Maestro did spin. Maximum and Maestro going side by side. Just like we saw earlier in the race. Corner squeezes up, and unfortunately Maestro had to pay the price. Don't want to say anything negative here because, once again, it's just my streamer's POV, but maybe a little bit of karma there for pushing Maestro through turn 1. Bold racing from these guys this afternoon. The Stenner gets up on the curb there. Death curve. He already had bad experiences in Puan, playing with his luck. As Jamie says, what a joke, twice. Me and Maestro has done it too. I don't know what he's talking about. As Stenner runs out a little bit wide, they're losing some time onto the gravel. It's just Sanders starting to close back in as the skies are getting very dark. It was a nice and sunny race, but now maybe weather creeping into the picture here. I don't think it's gonna rain with 2 laps left to go, but hey, who knows? I had a league race once where the entire race was beautiful and sunny, and then on the last lap, bam, rain out of nowhere. It was absolutely amazing. As Stenner and AJ both pick up 3-second time penalties. Riding with AJ here, looking for the job on Platinor as he runs on the grass and almost into the back of Platinor. He's right behind Platinor using overtake still. He's gonna definitely be within DRS range here. Taking it easy as he cuts the corner and picks up another time penalty. Being that close to Platinor, there's definitely dirty air, understeer, all of that good stuff. He's not gonna be able to get the job done, even with DRS and overtake being used. Stenner now closing in on the back and forth on maximum. Running out a little bit wide with the previously mentioned dirty air here. Platinum picks up a penalty. Stenner just sitting back and watching. Haven't had a look at his telemetry yet. He has around 25% battery left. Not too much to play with, but still enough if he's close. Maximum solid as a rock in P6 as there's a yellow flag as AJ, I believe, is spun. Yeah, he's lost quite a bit of time to Platinum. Seems to have a little bit of off there. The scrub, an ultimate lap. Ultra Titan still very close. Still with a decent-ish amount of battery left. Still within DRS. I wonder how much he's going to burn here to try to close up the gap. If I'm him, I'm using everything I got on this lap right now. He's not going to use overtake. He's going to put all of his eggs into the basket for the last lap here. I would have used just a little bit of overtake to put him under pressure. Maybe force him into a mistake, maybe squabble a little bit. Right now he's just waiting as there's another yellow flag and a McLaren. I don't think that's Swaglord. There's more fighting right now. Stenner looking for the move on Maximum, but Maximum holding serve. P6 still. Lucky those two didn't have too much contact. No spins happened there. You've seen throughout this race to those section of corners. He just asked a little bit too much there. You can go around. Now Stenner dropping a little bit back, and he's going to do it again. He spins through Kuan again. No, he saves it. He does save the car. He almost spun, getting up on the curb there. His Craw picks up a 3-second time penalty. Stenner, he got up on the curb on the right there to try to get a nice run through Puan, but just a little bit too aggressive, and he went to a half spin there. It's now Krob just half a second away. Or not Krob, Ultra Titan, half a second away from Krob. Now coming across the line to start the final lap of this race. We've seen safety cars, we've seen spins, we've seen penalties under safety car, we've seen some amazing racing. Ultra Titan, he's kept the gap to Krob now using overtake. I think he's going to have one final chance now. Not getting too good of a run through La Source. Krob has picked up some penalties there, but I don't think they're going to play too much of a role at the end of the race. Now, through the final time in the Kemmel Straight, overtake and DRS engaged for Ultra Titan, but he's not going to use all of it here on Krob. If he would have used some more, he could have got right to the back of Krob there. I think his plan now is just to save the battery. Use it all on that final straight there. Longest straight on the track. Well, I guess it's not really a straight because there are corners there classified by the FIA, but in the dry. Not even corners, just flat out. He's using a little bit more overtake there, heading into Pouan for the final time. Using a little bit of more overtake, just dabbing that overtake every straight now, just a little bit to keep that gap close. And he has closed it up. 4/10 now. As here we go. Ultratine's going to make a move. It has to be now. He's using all the battery that he has into the chicane, but so is Krob. Or Krob isn't using overtake. He has no battery to play with right now. The Ultratine not running his battery down to 0%. Now he's using a little bit of overtake. In and out. Through the chicane. Ultratine right on the back of Krob. But it's not going to be enough. As on track, Krob is going to come across to P1. But what is Ultratine going to get? P2. Penalties. Alright, now P3. Bascombe gets P2, actually jumping Titan. Bone Apple T. P4, Loogie. Quiet race from him, good qualifying, good race, P5. Front of the Maximum actually jumps Loogie. Maximum, amazing race from him. His Stenner, his spins across the line. What the heck? I don't know what Stenner was doing there, but P8 for Stenner. P9 for Meister. GB, P11, difficult race for him. Platnor, 17 laps on those medium tires as AJ retires on track, I believe, maybe even in the pits. P12 for Platnor. And due to the retirement, Knox is going to get P13. An amazing race from these guys. Amazing race from these guys. You saw safety car spins, everything. This race was absolutely crazy. Amazing storylines for Formula Maximum. Finishing P5, Swag Lord, this first race for us. Doing pretty well. That's it, that's the race. Once again, thank you to all of our viewers for tuning in there, reaching a high of, I believe, 40 viewers at one. Stay here, continue to watch, go through the director, see the penalty, finishing order, post-race interviews. See what podium finishers, see what they have to say. Migrating host AJ is left. Must be fuming. Raw picked up another win. His first race was Austria. He won that. Showing amazing speed as Bascombe gets no penalties. Amazing from him. As we see the running order there, the finishing order. Some DNFs there at the end. Now taking a look at the race director here. Warnings, 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 and more warnings all throughout this race. If you thought that this Tier 2 race was crazy, tune into the Tier 1 race coming up in 30 minutes. The best of the best from Safe Space, battling toe-to-toe. Now let's get our podium finishers in. Alright, I've sent invites out to our podium finishers. Hopefully they join up. Crazy says, good driving. Indeed, very good driving. As we have Krob joining the party. Krob, another win. Have you ticked the box? Ultratine joins.
Yes.
Everybody join the party. Tick the box so our viewers can listen to you.
There's the box. Yeah, the box is ticked. Can you hear me, please?
Yep. All good.
Yep. We got you, man.
Yes.
Alright, Ultra Titan. Holy moly, Stenner took pole position, but very early on in the race, you were able to grab the lead and just control the race. Absolutely putting a stamp of approval. Bang, bang, I have the speed. How'd your race go?
Well, obviously with the formation lap rear, or disqualification from it, I dropped down to P8 at the start, and then casually just using DRS and saving Samiras at the right points to gather up laps in, and eventually after the second safety car I was right behind Krob, and that was perfect for me because I already had a 3-second time penalty then, and at the end got 6 seconds, but having to use his DRS kept hopefully for 6 seconds to Bascombe, but sadly couldn't. But I'm happy that right at the end I got a fastest lap to even get more points.
Yeah, great pace from you. I would say this was your best race of the season, start to finish. I know Canada was very well, but
Yeah.
this one was just perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. Now going on with Krob here, dominating.
I wouldn't
Once
say that,
again.
man. I was glad when that race finished. It's like
I
time
didn't
was
wanna
I mean, the
just
safety
constantly,
cars. Yeah,
time was
the
just
safety
constantly
cars
on my
were
ass.
very.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
want to overtake
Titan,
you.
he was right there.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to
Finally
overtake
So how'd the race go for you, buddy?
Well, it was good. I just wanted to hype time to make a mistake so I could drop him off DRS because it was like every time I get to like 9/10, then it'd just be that back straight, and then they kept us straight, and he just closed back up to 4/10, and then I dropped him back down to 9, and it closed back up to 4. And I was like, I can't make one mistake now. So it was, yeah, I kept going around one of the corners, thinking it was a different corner because I was getting tired. Yeah, it was good fun. It was a great race. Felt for Stenner. I think he would have been a nervous shot as well, but obviously just made that little error on the exit of that corner and went into the wall. But shame for him.
Yeah, Stenner did not have a good race there. He had a great pace in qualifying, but then just bended in the race. Now talking to our third place finisher here. Just go throughout your race.
Second place. Bascom got second.
Excuse me.
Bascom was second.
Yeah,
Bascom hasn't
thanks.
spoke. He was third on track.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, let's not
But
get
second
into
place due to
technicalities.
penalties. Yeah. Second place due to penalties. Bascom. I was watching you quite a bit. Just talk about your race.
Yeah, it was a weird one to be honest. I mean, if you could have seen me in practice, I've got no idea what happened really. Because in practice, I couldn't put a lap together without invalidating, and then I just did the whole race without any warning. So, track limits or anything like that. So, yeah, it was good. I mean, I went up from P7 to P2, and I don't think I actually overtook anyone. It was just people running wide and facing the wrong way in front of me, and then just getting through like that. But I think that Belgium's a sort of track where if you just keep it in a straight line, keep it on the track, and you're going to make up some positions. So, yeah, really happy with that. The guys up in front looked like they were having a good battle. I won't lie, I was hoping that they might have run each other a bit wide at one point, but they kept it clean. And P2 was very happy with that.
Yeah, quite a bit of battling there with all the safety cars there. How did that play into your strategy?
I mean, perfectly. I think for all of us on the softs, the first one came out about a lap before. I think we're all going to pit anyway.
Yeah.
I think most guys wanted to hard in that first one, but I think mediums. I think quite comfortably in the end got to the end, and that second safety car just made it quite comfortable to get there.
Yeah, what were the mediums on?
I'll be honest, I didn't check the end. I think they would have been on about 60.
Yes,
I think without a second safety car, they probably would have been about 75 in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that helps. But yeah, I mean, the first safety car especially was perfect for us guys on the softs.
Alright, well, perfect race from all three of you. Just great battling, great racecraft, great speed, great everything. Thank you for everybody for tuning into this Tier 2 race. Tier 1 going live in just about 30 minutes here. Well, that's all I have to say. Once again, great stream, and thank you for hitting a Safe Space viewership high of 40 viewers. Absolutely amazing stream.
Yeah.
Amazing race. Beautiful.
Appreciate
I'm your
that.
commentator, King Chalupa1234. Goodbye. Hopefully see you in Tier 1 where I'll be racing and probably spinning at some point. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Safe Space.